Yo, what's up, you guys? Good morning. Happy Saturday. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm all smiles, and I'll tell you
Are
why.
you now? Are you
Yeah,
now?
yeah, and I think you know why I'm all smiles.
On a wing and a prayer?
Yeah, yeah. The Hail Morgan. Woo! That's what we're calling it now. We're getting rid of the Hail Mary. It's called the Hail
The Hail
Morgan.
Morgan.
And
Hey,
and
and I was thinking that's what you get for hanging out with Rogers for a week
exactly.
in
And did
Green
you
Bay.
hear?
Exactly.
And did you hear our boy Iron Eagle call him Captain Morgan?
Yes, yes.
Is he watching the podcast? I
He
don't
might be. He
know.
might be. He might be.
Anyway, before we get into it, let me just have a little fun with this, because you know I like Kenny. I've made no bones about it. Just like you're a big Elijah Moore guy, that's how I feel about Kenny.
Right.
Do you remember the movie Invincible with Mark Wahlberg,
Yes.
where he plays Papali, the undrafted free agent who makes the team?
Yeah.
And do you remember the scene where Mark's driving around and he's contemplating if he should quit? This is not for him. And he stops at the light, and the little boy comes out of the park, and he's got the scotch tape of Papali's number. So look what I did, Kev.
Oh, look at you. Nice.
I scotch taped it.
Nice.
I thought we have a little fun with it. Another undrafted free agent.
You should have put the tape with his name up there.
I know. I ran out of tape. I did it quick. I thought we would have a little fun, the simulate, the stories, the undrafted free agent making this team down at the bottom. I think, and listen, maybe it's just me. I'm living on the cloud right now. 4 catches, 100 yards with the third string quarterback.
Yeah, two touchdowns. I mean, okay, one was the Hail Mary, but still had 2 touchdowns.
But Kevin, what is the percentage that a Hail Mary works? 5%? If that?
Yeah.
So the fact that this kid of all kids brings it in and made it look somewhat easy in my eyes, like the Eagles had no clue he even caught the damn ball.
Hey, he went up there and got it. Yes. And that's huge. How many guys wait in the end zone for that Hail Mary?
No.
And who do you see going up to get the balls? The defensive guys.
Exactly. And listen, his analogy was, I think because he's played basketball in college, right? He said, I boxed out and I waited for the highest point to go up and get that ball. And this was my
point. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
This was my point yesterday. Because he's a cheap asset, maybe he's worth keeping and getting rid of a Herndon, who, with that bad pass interference last night, might have buried himself, Kevin, because he never saw the field after that.
He cut his throat last night.
Yeah.
Herndon.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of Chris Herndon fans out there.
You had a promising rookie season, and since then you've turned into a bum. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I'm not going to argue with that. I'm just gonna clean it. I'm gonna try to clean it up a little by saying he might just need a change of scenery. His Jet days might be done. He might just need to get out and be with a different area, different organization. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna keep it dirty and say you look like a bum to me.
There you go. There you go. Now, again, we need to clean up some of the penalties. That Bryce Hall, bad penalty. Never should have happened. I believe the drive would have ended. They never would have scored.
Yep.
I wasn't happy with that. But again.
Yeah, neither was solid. Did you see? He was pissed off. Yes.
It was a bad,
and rightly so. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. Now, if we're taking a positive spin, the Jets finished the night with only 6 penalties for 52 yards. A little more than last week, which worries me, but we're used to seeing 5 or 6 penalties a quarter.
That's right.
So it shows you.
And you had more inexperienced guys playing last night, so maybe that led to more penalties. I don't know.
True. But what I like, Kevin, it shows you what a good coach and a good coaching staff does.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined, man.
Yeah. But again,
think.
Agree. But it also has to show you that if we clean up a little more of these dumb penalties, we're going to be in more games because penalties helps the other team keep drives alive.
Come
and
on,
we've
man.
seen it last night.
And listen, we've seen it year after year after year after year.
Yes.
So
yes. And you know what, Kevin? The fact that we're complaining about 6 penalties might be a good thing because 2 years ago, if we got 6 penalties, we've been dancing on the moon because
we had a good day. Yeah. I agreed with the decision not to play Zach last night.
100%.
Yeah. Go. What? You know, with this team's freaking luck, you throw him out there and some dude on the Eagles, a rookie trying to make the team or something, gives them like a late hit or something. Yeah, so come on.
I hear you. And that's why I didn't understand some of, not so much the beat writers, but watching some of the local sports channels in our area say it wasn't a good move. First of all,
sure it was.
Yeah,
sure it was.
I agree.
You're going to put him out there in a meaningless freaking game?
Yeah. Like Rex did to Sanchez. But anyway, forget that.
Exactly.
And Kevin, I don't know did you watch the pregame at 7:00 when it started?
Yeah.
Or did you that field looked disgusting. How they got it to look so much better in a 90-minute window. That field at the beginning looked disgusting. I was almost like, why are you even going to play? Don't play anyone tonight.
Yeah, right. You're right. It's an injury. It's an injury waiting to happen. Exactly.
Yeah. That field was horrible. Again, I'm going to say it. I think Kenny makes the team off of that.
Oh, yeah.
I did say yesterday I didn't think Morgan would make this team. Now, again, maybe I'm living on a high. I'll go back. The numbers were 13 for 23, 158 yards.
Yep.
I got to tell you, Kevin, I know we're going to preface it saying it's preseason, second and third stringers, but all 4 of these quarterbacks look like they could run this LaFleur offense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we hadn't seen too much of Josh Johnson till last night, but he impressed me last night. You know, he's serviceable. Absolutely.
7 for 8, 73 yards, a nice touchdown to
and
Cater.
a nice, yes.
Yeah. No, can't go wrong with that. Now, Kevin, the one area that I dropped the ball on, because we talked about it yesterday, I thought we were going to see a Pirine Adams battle. We saw no Pirine. We saw Adams and we saw Ty Johnson, which was the name you brought up. So props to that.
Yeah, and I've told you, Adams is a fan. I like Adams. I like the way he runs, man. He was just blowing through it last night.
Yeah. So I'm changing my stance. You gave a number yesterday and you said, and then listen, we know he was away from the team from personal reasons, so maybe that's why also. You said yesterday, Telvin Coleman only had 4 carries the whole preseason so far, and he didn't see a lick yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. For me, I didn't see enough of this guy to say he makes my squad. I'm going with the other 4.
Me too. Now I saw this morning they were talking about keeping 3. Okay. Three-headed monster. That's what I read. So they didn't say which 3, but that the coaching staff was looking at keeping 3.
Okay. We're going to know in less than 80 hours what our final cuts are. And they announced last night, I thought it was 17, but it sounds like it's 16 players you could put on the practice squad. So that's nice. It gives you leeway for 4 or 5 more guys to make the team. Each team finished with a turnover last night.
Yep.
So it wasn't bad. I think Dunn shot himself in the foot.
Oh, listen, I have a list of the good and the bad and the ugly from last night.
All right, so let's save that and we'll get to that.
Okay.
So let's real quick. I guess we could say the Echo shoulder injury. I haven't heard if it was serious, what the damage was.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not, because they seem to be high on. They like this kid. Pinock also played a nice little game last night for me, in my opinion.
Yep.
What was I wrote it down somewhere. I'm sorry. It's chicken scratch. There was that one bad play with Dunn and Campbell that I believe cost the touchdown, right? Where Dunn, the ball came up. I wrote it down somewhere. I can't find it with my goddamn chicken scratch. But anyway, I'll find it. Feeney did not have a good game last night on the O-line.
Nope. And I know it was the second and third stringers, but what's with our defense, man? How do you let the Eagles put up 31 points?
Well, I'm gonna take this approach on that. They played better the second half when the Eagles.
Oh yeah, right.
We have to remember that even though it's second and third stringers, Flacco is a Super Bowl quarterback. That's his job, to lift people around.
He didn't look like it when he was here last year.
No one ever does. But I wasn't so mad that here's a Super Bowl winning quarterback changing plays and maneuvering things to beat our second and third ring. Big deal, Mr. Flacco. Big deal. I was more impressed with the second half. But like we said, Kevin, again, it wasn't our starters. Without a pass rush, we're going to give, you know what? I don't know if our offense could compete scoring 35 points a game.
No, we can't be in shootouts.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be some, and Joe Douglas did talk about it last night. There's got to be some type of trade or waiver wire deal that comes down in the next 5 to 6 days, or it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Well, you know? I was listening. Did you see Joe talking last night in the booth?
Mm-hmm.
They're looking to go after somebody who I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And like I said, we're not going to hear anything until the waiver cuts are done, because there might be a big name that comes out.
Sure.
Of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We'll see. So we were both a little down on Sherwood last night with those 2 missed tackles, huh?
Yeah. Come on, man. It's tackling 101. Wrap the guy up.
Yeah.
You know, and stop diving at people. I hate this diving at people.
Yeah.
Close the gap and wrap them up.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what pisses me off? These guys who tackle by launching themselves. You're going to bounce off of the guy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
The fundamentals of tackling, wrap them up.
So would you say, in your opinion, these guys who do this like kamikaze missile launch, are they afraid to tackle? Are they afraid to wrap up? Do they not know how to wrap up a guy?
No, they're idiots.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe you're being coached to tackle that way.
Yeah. You know, and
if you are, there's a problem.
Yeah. And listen, the first one with Sherwood, where he tackled the guy, but the guy fell on him, that's a teachable moment. That's going to be a learning. So he must have thought I had him down, but you got to realize he's got to make contact with the ground to be down. So that's something he could learn on.
That touchdown that he whiffed on, what did he do? He launched himself.
Yeah.
And you dove right past the guy.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
How about you square off your body and try to get in front of him and wrap him up?
No, 100% right. And that third touchdown where Hassel whiffed on the dive.
And had you been in position like you should have been, you wouldn't have had to dive.
Yeah. And you know, the one touchdown in Green Bay and the 2 last night are all fixable moments, are all teachable moments. So hoping we clean that up getting into week 1. And, you know, so, you know, things we're concerned about, but things that are teachable and could be fixed, you know?
There's no excuse for missed tackles. None.
Yeah, I would say 6 weeks into training camp, no. But would you rather have, here's a question for you. Would you rather have the missed tackle, which could be taught and fixed, than blown coverage, which means guys aren't paying attention to assignment, guys aren't studying, guys aren't reading the playbook?
It's the same thing. I mean, that can be fixed too. Pay attention. Get your head in the game. Focus.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just, when I see guys launch themselves like that, it kills me. I always scream, what are you doing? Tackle them.
I hear you.
And I see so much of it. it just drives me insane.
Okay. So the play I was
saying.
No, listen, hey, this is what we do. This is why we come on. We say how we feel. The play I was talking about, Kevin, was the Pinochle Campbell, where they stopped the guy at the 2-yard line and stripped the ball. The ball went out of bounds. We got the ball back. How nice was that?
That was very nice. Again, you know what I'm screaming at while that's happening? Can somebody just fall on the ball?
Agree. I was the same way.
You're all diving on top of it and squirting out from underneath you.
Yeah. But the grand scheme of things was stripping that ball, which was nice, So we'll take it. I think Pinochle makes the team.
You saved yourself 7 points right there. So
Yes. So it's going to be fun. The closing stats was we had 220 passing yards, 173, I think, rushing yards, 395 total yards, 70 offensive plays for a preseason game.
Nice.
And listen, the Jet Eagle game, for better or for worse, are always fun games. As long as no one gets hurt, we know it's usually the second and third, but they're fun. From the Bryce Petty bringing us back from 15 points down.
Yeah. Hey,
Bollinger bringing us down from 20. They're always fun games. They're entertaining.
To Captain Morgan whipping a Hail Mary.
Yeah. As we're calling it now, we're gonna hashtag it. Fran, maybe we'll copyright it, you and I. Hail Morgan.
Hail Morgan.
The Hail Morgan.
I like it. So let me get to this little list I have of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay.
Go for it.
We'll start. Do you want to start with the bad or the good first?
Yeah, let's start with the bad so we can end on a high note.
Okay. Okay, the bad. Isaiah Dunn.
Okay, yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I have a little note here to say Isaiah Dunn is done.
Okay. Now, when you say done, meaning he won't even make the practice squad?
Oh, I think he will, but
Yeah, no, I know.
He's not going to be in the starting lineup. That's for damn sure.
No.
My second bad is, I was kind of disappointed watching this. Running back Michael Carter, 7 carries for 12 yards.
Okay.
I mean, he was running behind the same line that Johnson and Adams were running behind.
Yeah. No.
They were killing it. Well, he couldn't find his way through the line. So
yeah. Okay. I'm not going to argue. Argue.
And the ugly is Mr. Sherwood. Okay. To me, right. I thought he had a bad game.
Okay. Now, I watched the Saleh press conference. I don't know if you saw it, and he put a positive spin on it, which is what a good coach does.
Yeah, of course. It's not Gase that throws every player under the bus except himself. Yeah.
So he said on that first tackle, if you remember, like when guy fell on him, thought his knee was down, but wasn't.
Yeah.
He said that's a play where he'll have Mosley and May out there to, hands on the guy and coach him up and right away correct that. And that's why we're not coaches, because I was screaming at the TV going, this kid's gone. He can't be on my team.
That's what I was screaming at the TV.
Yeah, and that's what us fans do. But the coach saw it in a different way, as a teachable moment, and as this kid's going to grow from it. And we'll have to take it. They're counting on this kid to fill some big shoes this year.
And then when he dove on that touchdown play and totally whiffed and flew right past, that was it for me. I was like, you did get the hell out of
here. Yeah, no, I wrote that down. 2 bad plays. I think the missed tackles will be cleaned up. Let's hope. I think on the Saleh, you keep missing tackles, you're going to be riding the pine. This is not going to be.
And again, with training camp has wrapped up. Yeah. Next thing is the regular season getting underway. You're still blowing tackles like that after all summer? Come on.
Yeah. We got to hope, Kevin, that let's say we'll since we're on Sherwood, we'll use him as the example. If he does not play well with these missed tackles, we got to hope the second guy off the bench mans up and could play. Where in the past, if our first stringers didn't play well, we had no choice because we had nothing else. Mm-hmm. We're starting to build this team where even like in the vein of the Patriots and the Ravens, where even our second and third tier guys, could come in and we don't have to sweat it. You know, in my eyes, that's what we're hoping to build. So there's not going to be too many missed tackles on this team, and Salah's going to be okay.
No, it's not going to be okay with it. No, you're not going to play. You keep missing tackles, you're not going to play, which is how it should be.
And I got to tell you, just again, a little fun. I know it's preseason. I've always felt as a Jet fan, when you play the other team, you're also playing against the refs. Okay?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Especially when we played the Patriots. I always felt like it was the Jets versus the Patriots versus the refs. That turnover with Cager, what was that guy saying? What was that ump saying?
I don't know.
Cager caught the ball. There was no bobble. There was no. His knee was down. He was touched. Where was that an interception? And then they wanted to call the other one with Cager.
I'm hoping it's preseason for the refs too.
Exactly, and I hope we never see that ref, because then Cager catches that other ball, and they wanted to call it incomplete. Lucky Salah challenge that he won his third challenge of the preseason. What are these umps saying? And
you could see it. I mean, you didn't even need to see the replay. You could see it was a catch.
On both those calls, that ump it was like he had money on the game. Whatever.
Maybe he did.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just so tired of having to play the opponent and the refs.
I think it's gotten a little better with the refs, with the Patriots, since Brady's gone. Because, I mean, it got to the point where you looked at Brady cross-eyed on the Patriots, and you got a flag.
Yeah.
All he'd have to do is stand up and look at the ref and go, ooh, and boom, the flag came out.
Agree, especially against our team. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
Anyway,
so
give us some more. Yeah.
Let's move on to the good. Okay. Let's move on to the good. Enough of the bad. Of the bad. Ty Johnson had a great game.
Yes.
13 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Josh Johnson impressed me.
Yes. You have his numbers?
Yep. 7 for 8, 73 yards and 1 TD.
Yep.
And a nice TD at that too.
And Kevin, to break it down, we're talking 7 out of 8. We're talking almost 10.5 yards again per yards per catch. With good stuff.
So I mean, I guess White is number 2. And to me, if I had to, unfortunately, I think Captain Morgan maybe you can throw him on the practice squad.
Yeah.
I think Josh Johnson sealed up number 3 last night.
Yeah.
But we'll say.
So either that or he made it. Let me phrase that. Josh Johnson did enough where another team could say we could use him as a 2, and they come calling for the Jets to see.
And I mean, he is the guy with the experience.
Yes.
So I mean, do you want somebody on the team that has a little bit of experience? I kind of do.
I do too, even though he's not the. But again, 13 different teams played in every situation. It might be just nice to have that veteran eye to go to and say.
And I mean, look what happened with Sam that year, where he was out and brought in Simeon. Okay, what happened?
Yeah,
he got hurt too, and then we were with that dude there, the
Walmart, whatever their names are. Yeah, I get it. But
so I mean, in this league, I think it's easier than you think to get down to your third string quarterback.
No. Oh yeah.
So
the thing is, I don't want to get too high because it was second and third stringers.
Oh yeah.
Again, maybe my rose-colored glasses are on. I just feel like with this LaFleur system, if you're a viable quarterback, you can get by. We can get by, and we're seeing that with how Josh played, with how Morgan played last night. Again, I'm saying it was against second and third stringers. We know that, but it wasn't this deer in the headlights. I don't know what I'm doing,
Yes, running around, throwing.
Yeah,
your receivers going this way, you're throwing the ball that way. No, everybody looked like they knew what they were doing. I mean, okay, Morgan struggled a little bit.
Yes.
But
if I told you before the start of the game last night, Morgan is going to go, Kevin, 13 for 23 and 158 yards with 2 touchdown passes, what would you do? You cut your wrist and sign your name in blood to that contract.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about 1 quarter, right? Or was it? No, it was the second half. I'm sorry. Of football, with a bunch of third string. All right, they're all third string. But anyway, the point was that we would have signed on the dotted line for 13, 23, 1 for 2 touchdowns. We would have signed on the dotted line. At least I would have.
And which brings me to my next player, the star of the game, in my opinion.
Okay.
Your boy, Mr. Kenny Yeboah.
Yeah, breakout game.
Yeah.
Give us his numbers. You have his numbers in front of you?
4 for 100 and 2 TDs.
Yeah. Now, Kevin, let's talk about this. 2 touchdowns from the tight end this week. 2 touchdowns from the tight end last week. Just that alone shows you the difference in the play calling.
How many years we didn't even know we had a tight end?
My God. The last time a tight end scored 4 or 5 touchdowns, would that be Mickey Shula?
Yeah, probably.
I know it's not, but I'm just trying to say, like, the
Dustin Keller? I don't know.
I'm just trying to say, with the fact that now when teams game plan for us, now they got to plan for our tight ends because Croft could catch. I don't know if Griffin's going to make this team. We'll see. Yeboah showed some signs. This was a one to grow. Now, listen, I don't want to act like this kid's a Hall of Fame. That's not what I'm doing.
No. But I tell you, yesterday, Yeboah was in my 7 players that needed a big game.
Yeah, and he stepped up. What did we say, Kevin? We said it about some of the cornerbacks, and Kenny could be included in that. You needed to put on your big boy pants, and Yeboah put on his pants last night, and he wanted to eat, and he ate. 4 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yep. So, Absolutely.
Herndon didn't want to eat. Herndon didn't want to get dressed. Herndon made a stupid pass interference penalty, and he rode the pine, and he's got to ride his way out of here. Sorry, Jeff James. That's my opinion on that.
No, totally agree. What did you think of the Smith brothers?
They do things like Brad Smith in the past, and Charles Daniels alluded to that.
Jeff looks like Brad Smith.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. And Charles Daniels alluded to that last night. The question is, Kev, are they a top 7 in the wide receiver class to hold on to them?
Right.
This is why I asked you if Berrios is on the way out, because those boys could do, even though you like Berrios because he could slish, he's smaller.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Wes Welker. Yesterday, I was trying to think of who Berrios reminded me of. Besides Wayne, yes, Wes Welker.
Not a bad, and that's why Berrios, because he's a little more smaller. Where the Smith brothers, I know they're not brothers. I like calling them that. Are a little taller, more of your typical wide receivers, but they could run. They're good for that jet sweep, hand around, double reverse.
Yep.
There's so many things we've been so devoid of football for 2 years. I'm like this kid at the candy store. I'm seeing the reverse sweep. I'm going, whoa, what's that? Whoa, what's that?
It's like I said to everybody, I'm like, holy crap, we might not suck this shit.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, Kevin, in saying that, I'll wrap my statement up by saying I still think we're a 6-win team because we have to take these baby steps, and we are a young team. But let me tell you, this team has the fighting spirit. They emulate their coach's heart. They play hard, and they're going to be in a lot of games. So for all you 31 teams out there and the 16, 17 teams on our schedule, if you think you're coming in and laying your hat down for a win, it's not happening.
That's what CJ said.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yep. I agree. No, you can see it's night and day.
Yes.
from this year to last year with the attitude. This team last year was dead. Yeah. There was nothing. Nobody gave a crap.
No.
It did.
No. And
so,
they shouldn't even have been back for the second year. But you know what?
No.
Kevin, let's say from now on, let's try our best starting now to never mention that man. To wipe him, to wipe him away from Jet annals, never existed. He could go of the way of Kotite, And
I got something I can wipe with his name.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Anyway, brother, that's it for me.
All right.
Let everybody know about tomorrow.
Yes. We'll be discussing some 49ers football tomorrow.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. We'll have a special guest on the show, and we'll have some fun.
Sounds good. Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, brother.
And hey, a very special episode of Show and Tell tomorrow.
Oh, can't wait. Love those episodes. Love your stuff, man. Love what you show.
Love some Show and Tell.
Yep.
All right. You have a great rest of your day, brother.
I will.
You guys all have a great rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed the game last night. We got football all week. Oh, there he is. Kenny.
All right, my brother.
All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Have a great day. And jet up.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
All right.